guys? Hope all is good. I'm gonna try and project the voice a little bit. Haven't been up to much. Winter is coming in, but I hope it'll be a good winter. The summers have kind of returned to normal in Ireland, which is the summers we grew up in, where it's rainy, a bit cloudy, and a few days of sun. But I'd nearly prefer that than the summer we had in 2018, where the sun was splitting the rocks. And it was just so warm, the grass died, you know. Speaking of grass, I've had some insight into that, into weed. I think the only reason you should be doing that is if you need it as medication. It can be used as a medication. I wouldn't use it recreationally. And there's different types. There's cannabis, marijuana, grass weed, and there's herb. Herb is almost like the religious aspect of marijuana, so if you were, I'd suggest smoking that. I think it can be used, it's a very, very good medication for seizures and stuff, so I very much suggest you think of that. But all these drugs and medication, they're opposites, but they're actually, in the right reality of things, they're one thing. So I don't want to say every drug has a medicinal effect, but every drug has that aspect of medication in it. If you're taking medication for anxiety, people think it's uncool and drugs are cool, but it's actually the other way around. Medication is very, very cool, and drugs actually are quite uncool. But then again, I believe everything has its purpose, everything has its place in the world. Speaking everything having its place, I believe going into the future, every single entity in existence is a condition on how the future turns out. Some is more of a condition, some are less. But the present moment is a combination of everything going forward at once. Change is an incredible thing. Something I don't really get a huge amount of jealousy or envy, but I do envy the Holy Spirit a little bit, and the Holy Spirit and the Buddha. Because not only is there nothing the Buddha is not, what he truly is so many cool things like change, impermanence, mindfulness, love, freedom. So many cool things, I've also been studying the God complex, and it's incredible. The God complex and the non-God complex are so similar. The God complex is where you have this constant inner dialogue where you think you're God. And non-God complex is also thinking you're God, but realizing you're a part of God, and that you manifest from Him, and that your nature essentially is a nature of emptiness and non-self, wherein your consciousness is taken from the Holy Spirit and God the Father and Jesus Christ. So the non-God complex is, yes, I am everything, but I manifest from the Holy Spirit. I'm just a part, of the Holy Spirit. And that gives you great, just normalness and humbleness. The thing about spirituality is it's realizing the truths. It's getting a sort of sanity and clarity on certain things that you had no idea about before. It's about opening up and gaining insight and understanding of an aspect of life you didn't understand before, and you shut yourself off the way before. There's a period kind of where that happens. I believe I study very clearly the first Bhumi on the Bodhisattva path, the Bhumi of great joy. And it's where you kind of cross over and you're like, right, okay, God is real. You get reborn. You'll get reborn based on your actions. It's a time of opening up, and you start questioning stuff, and you can become a little bit ill at that time because you're so happy and your mind opens so much that you try and make sense of this new spiritual aspect that you have opened up to. It's very interesting. I've been studying and just trying to let go of certain things, and I was wondering, when you do let go, how does it leave your body? How does the energy And it's just about mindful breathing. Mindful breathing is the practice of great salvation. It's the practice to save, essentially. If someone says, I'm really struggling, what spiritual practice do I need? You say mindful breathing, because not only will it change you, it will breathe out all this energy within you. And you can breathe out a lot of things with just one breath, you know, which is very interesting. Switching topic, there's a very interesting part in the Bible where it says, give everything to God. So what that means is give your happiness to God, give your joy to God. And it doesn't mean you don't become happy or joyful. It just means it'll be a bit harder for you to get there, but you're able to share the happiness and joy with a huge amount of other people, you know. I've also, my mum was very happy because I've been updating my closet. I've realised you can buy stuff that is not too expensive but very good quality. It's amazing how you can use the energy you accumulate from life to kind of pour into things and to manifest something great from them, you know. But never do a good deed to get good merit or good karma, you know, because the genuineness and the genuineness and realness from the deed will be fairly like compromised, you know. It's also something we studying in the Bible. It says when they talk about money and cash, Jesus said you cannot have two masters. You cannot have like wealth and then God as well. So it's very important to just to know who you're serving. And wealth, a friend of mine, Rob Janaki, said to me, you know, wealth can be a very, very good thing, and it can make you happy if you give it away. And if you give, like, say, 9/10 of your money away and you have 10% for yourself, I think that would bring you a lot of happiness actually in buying material things. Of course, the best thing wealth is for, apart from giving to people who are struggling, is to travel and experiences, you know. So I love that ambition people have to travel, you know. Haven't seen my Sutton friends in a good time, which is very annoying, like Jesse, Georgie, Maria, Connell, Eric, Max, Jacob, Hugh, Claude, Sophie, you know, Connell, Maria. Gotta hope everyone left anyone out. Rob, of course. Lewis is a legend. Quivian, Steve, and all the guys who I went to school with. Hope if I left you, I'm sorry, but you know I'm talking about you. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Continue beautifully into the future, and if you need some energy or something, just say a prayer to me and I'll send some your way. Yeah, okay. Best of luck.